Gotcha. Hello, everybody. Tonight we have Blinn College versus Brookdale Community College. Facing off after last time's game against DuPage, Blinn winning, coming out 2-0. This makes them go 1-1 in the current
Minions have spawned.
Community College bracket. Starting off, we have Brookdale with the Saya Rakan bot lane against Blinn's Caitlyn Leon. Mid, we have Azir for Brookdale and Yone for Blinn. It looks like Nick is on the Silas in the top lane. And we have a Lilia for Blinn. We have seen this Caitlyn from Burrow in the Snow before. Very strong. Especially later in the video. Nick at a slight health disadvantage, getting grabbed by the Swain, taking damage. Leona working onto the Saya, onto the Khan. Playing quite aggressive. Lucian gets it. Caitlyn follows up, stunned by the Saya feathers. And now Cloud Tears is low. Not the most favorable trade forward. Nick continuing to be terrorized by those Swain grabs. Jumps in, does quite a bit of damage, but misses the skill shot. Lilia there, but looks like they're not going for a dive. Maybe they are. Closing in for a dive, looks like. Dive in the top lane, but he gets out. Can't swing for the pushback. Can't get the bot lane. Goes well for Blinn. Poro in the Snow getting a kill on the no skill. Ooh, they're a little too aggressive, going in and taking tower damage. Caitlyn now alone in the bot lane as Leona walking up. Forced to recap. Both sums on Leona. No sums on Swain used both sums. Silas using Flash. Good trade by Fatal Blade. Nick, forced to take CS under while constantly being Swain. The bone splitting proc, denying most of Nick's damage there. Blinn now, BF sword up on 2 long swords. Might be looking to be a little more aggressive onto the side. Able to afford it because of the kill. See here, looking to harass. As both junglers are looking for Dragon now. Fatal Blade a little late to the party, walking down. Olivia. Once again slow. Stealing Shayna and using it, but he gets away. Doesn't get much value out of it. Fatal Blade. Straight onto the gear. Ulted into tower. Quite a bit of damage here. We see the early advantage play out well for Blinn, as they're now, well, they were a level up, and they're a little ahead on XP now. Leona close with the grab, but misses. Great engage by Nick. Takes him down to half, but runs out of damage. Isn't quite able to finish him off. Lilia in the top lane, but doesn't expect she'll be able to find anything up there. Tower crystals helping Blinn get the turret plate even further ahead. They're about 1.5k gold. While the top lane's a little further gold or CS. Not too bad for Silas. Mid and bot lane ahead. It looks like it's going pretty well. Fatal Blade a level ahead. Taking wave aggressively. Amumu in the mid lane. Grabs Fatal Blade, but Lily is there to follow up. Dashes in, but isn't able to find anything. Blinn's bot lane. Again, Caitlyn a level up. Oh, support and ADC. Doing quite a bit of damage under tower. Can't just sit there and take it. Both teams contesting for grubs. Mumu on both. Yone ult for grubs. And now it's just Swain ult comes out. Nick gets the final kill on Swain as Blinn secures ults coming out from both teams as Saya secures a kill on Cloud Tiers here. Caitlyn a level up, but not able to take the kill. He has ult, uses it. Not able to kill. Amumu walking down to Caitlyn. Rakan at 1 HP. Uses barrier to try to get something, but she can't find anything. Fatal Blade now fighting in the mid lane. Lilia coming in. Getting quite low, but it looks like he managed to escape. Lilia trying to clean up. Nick with a fight in the top lane. Engage on Messiah. Misses. And Blinn, although having the damage and getting the kills, it always looks like they're just right there from getting more. 3k gold now ahead. Both Dragon and Void Rose. Diving under tower, Fatal with a kill on the Azir. Both Flash and Teleport on from Fatal Blade. Left a little defenseless now from this Amumu, especially with the Rakan coming in, and there's not much he can do here. Ult! Will he be able to get the Amumu kill here? No. Lily is here to back him up. Gets the Amumu kill. And the Rakan! Massive play by Fatal Blade in the mid lane. Delaying just enough for the Lilia to get there. And for Leona to walk up. And they're able to turn the fight around. Getting a double kill. Nick healing Swain ult and using it back against him. How cool. Bot lane slowing down now with Toro in the snow. Over 30 CS ahead of his opponent. Having a full first item really makes that difference. There's not much he can do. Massive damage on the Q. Saya ult. She's low. Looks to the trap in, but only manages to get in the tower range and not finish him off. Caitlyn going Storm Surge first. And looks like maybe I at E. Saya with the completed essence season. Fatal Blade again with the play in the mid lane. And Azir is forced to back. With the Mumu there, it looks like he might be safe from a dive, but Fatal Blade might try it anyways. Completely disrespectful to the Mumu after what happened last time. Both bot laners walking from mid, they're on vision. Lumu's still there. Leona there to back up Fatal Blade. And both bot laners forced to walk back down. No blade found. Bot laners exhausting Caitlyn. Get the pick on following the snow. Two dragons now for Blinn. Immediate dive after the teleport. Tower takes down Lilia, and Nick is forced to walk away from the Swainol. Flashes back in. Swainol isn't over yet. Takes it under tower, and looks like he might have gotten a little too greedy. Greed is a sin, friends, and I'm sure we're all guilty of it in League of Legends. Caitlyn's doing massive damage on the Saya. Leona ult. Caitlyn cute, but looks like the barrier is just enough to get her through. Saya ult back onto Caitlyn. Not enough damage to take her down though. Fatal Blade looking to trade again. Omni's here, not much you can do. Ults in a tower, but doesn't hit. Fatal Blade closing in on a low HP Azir. 2 levels behind, and there's not much you can do there. Ulting, but at that point, it's just another kill for Fatal Blade. And you're now lacking the ult for a future team fight. And Lilia brawling it out in the jungle. Smite from Lilia with the Caitlyn, but not too much damage to him. Quite the tanky lead. Swain now on Fatal Blade. Even on levels, Swain ults. Fatal Blade levels up. In comes Azir. But looks like he's gonna be forced to jump back in. They're gonna be waiting for him. As Swain is able to secure the kill on Fatal Blade. Quite good for Brookdale to get the shutdown money on Yone. Caitlyn once again harassing Saya under tower. Such disrespect. Brookdale does have objective bounties now. Although it's looking a little bad for Brookdale in terms of gold. With the objective bounties, with the tower plays, it looks desperate, but it's still possible to come back, right? So much gold now is available to the team from the new season with all towers. Big fight comes out. Rakan ult comes out. Amumu ult comes out. Flash from the Leona, and they're not able to get away. Cloud Tears killed as Brookdale looks to take the dragon now.
I'll give it back.
Trying to keep Blinn away from getting that dragon. Nick and Fisherman Jerry looking to get their way in. Fatal Blade into the fight. Azir comes out. Both Azir asleep. Swain asleep. Swain gets smited. Fatal Blade looking for the fight. Ults into Azir. Gets the kill. Chasing now. Swain the Amumu. Trying to run away in their tower. Fatal Blade picking his target. Finds the Swain. Gets the Quadra. Is he gonna get the pentakill? Is he getting the pentakill? He gets the pentakill. First pentakill of the season, everybody. Massive play for Blinn. Leona ult forces the Azir away from the tower. As Caitlyn just sits there and collects the gold. Knows something is wrong with the ADC can show such disrespect. Nick looking for the Swain. Dodges the grab. Forces the Swain ult and is able to walk away from it. Fatal Blade taking top tower. Expanding the gold even further. Ults away as free from Brookdale seemed to try to punish his overextension, but it's so hard to get your hands on him. Both teams may be looking for a fight in the jungle.
The sky opens.
Leona ults. Of course, with the flash. Amumu ults. Massive. And Nick. Fatal Blade in doing tons of damage. Caitlyn from the back. And as Nick takes tower damage, dies to the Azir. Caitlyn ult is almost there, but not quite enough. Leona looks to finish off the Azir, but he's taken overestimates their ability. Caitlyn able to clean up the kill on the Azir and pushes in the wave into mid tower. See now, Blinn looking for Baron now. Baron. It'll be really hard for the keep in that. Blinn, after this, Blinn might just try to swoop up mid, and might not be much Brookdale can do about it. Swain looking to push the side lane here. Brookdale looking to push the waves out before Blinn makes much use of the Baron buff. Amumu getting chased down by Nick, but he's able to slip away. Alistair's and Nick roaming around each other like it's nothing. Fatal Blade. Massive damage on the Swain.
Call it redistribution.
Dragon has spawned and it looks like Blinn is already on it. Will Brookdale contest it? It looks like they're but Fatal Blade has their hands full. He's busy in the bot lane as he pushes heavily into the bot turret. Meanwhile, Blinn is able to secure the dragon, and now they have to deal with Caitlyn.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Doesn't do it. This is the Caitlyn. As Blinn looks to just push Nick and end the game. Fatal Blade's coming in from below, forcing Brookdale to split up. Moving in the bot. The team isn't able to organize. Bot turret's down, mid turret's down, and both inhibitors are down. This might be the end for Brook. The Convo. Swain's half, Leona flashes in, Swain ult comes out, but the damage is too much. Lilia takes the tower shot, so does Caitlyn. Baron buff still up. Blinn backing off, it looks like. Not before taking the top side. Amumu ult gets freed. Leona onto the Swain. Swain ults. Drowsy. Dia ult comes out. Fatal Blade ults. Low on health. But so is Brookdale. Amumu at 1 HP. Fatal Blade is able to finish him off and now looks to take inhibitor or backs off as the Swain is still alive. And he must be careful. Even at 1 HP. Blinn team now fully respawned. Kone almost 100 CS up on the Azir. And the Caitlyn up 50. Saya. Both damage dealers for Blinn seem to be quite ahead for their counterparts in Brookdale, and Brookdale isn't able to dish out the same amount of damage. Mumu gets stunned, ults back, gets all 4, but even with the Swain Orb coming in, it is not enough to stop them. Mumu's dead now. Blinn coming in to 5v4. E comes out. He's back, but misses. Azir ult comes out. Gets killed by the Caitlyn. Walks into the Caitlyn, or the Swain Orb. Swain, 1 HP. Draws out the Zanya. Gets the Lilia ult. And the swift end to this game by Blinn. A decisive finish and a disrespectful flash in the end. Great game for Blinn. Thank you all so much for watching. We still have at least one more game to go. This is a best of 3 series, so make sure to stay tuned. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in a few minutes. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is game two of Blinn versus Brookdale Community College. We have now Blinn locked in, Draven Nautilus. Both bot lanes coming out with Maokai Ash. Looks like Volibear Flex could be top or jungle here. Looks like a Maokai support for sure. Bessa coming out from Blinn. We have seen the Mbessa from Nick. He's quite aggressive with her and quite skilled. Blinn banning Seraphine, Zahin, and Riven, while Brookdale's banning Vlad, Ari, and Aurora. Now with the Vi ban, Blinn choosing a Renekton ban. Targeting, looks like Brookdale's definitely targeting Fatal Blade with yet another mid lane ban. 4 out of the 5 bans targeting what Fatal Blade has played before. Last game, we saw his Vladimir and his Galio be absolutely dominating throughout the mid lane. We were able to see his Ari and his Aurora last season, and those were definitely just as devastating and intimidating for other players, other teams to go against. Camille coming out from Brookdale looks like a Volibear jungle here, and Blinn left with only a jungler and a mid laner to choose. Looks like they're going to choose Rise, opting to put Fatal Blade on this high damage champion. Now we get to see whether Blinn decided to go with an Mbessa jungle, or if it's still Nick up there in the top lane. Mordekaiser coming out and locked in for Blinn. We have yet to see a Mordekaiser jungler from Blinn throughout their games this season. Perchance it may be an Mbessa jungler, but we also haven't seen that all season. We are left to wonder. Veigar locked in for Brookdale, choosing to lane against the Fatal Blade's Rise with Veigar. Lane pick for Blinn, as well as for Brookdale with the Maokai Ash. 2 immobilization ults, 3 really with Camille's. It looks like Blinn may be in a little trouble if they get caught in the CC. As well as the Veigar cage, it looks quite oppressive in terms of CC. Draven, again, extremely aggressive champion here with early game as good as Ash. Level 1, both champions are quite strong. Bessa, probably a top lane pick for Nick. We've seen it before. Will he demonstrate his skills once more? I will now be back in a few minutes when the game starts. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Oh, all right. Looks like Brookdale has paused for technical difficulties. Um,
A summoner has disconnected.
Looks like we have a DC from the Brookdale side, and we shall get this started right as they reconnect.
A summoner has reconnected.
And it looks like they're back. Should be starting soon. Should have a pretty eventful bot lane this time around with a Nautilus. Nautilus looking to hook into the Ashe at any moment, and the Draven just looking to run them down. Same thing goes for Brookdale as well with the Ashe slow and the Maokai W. They are looking for, both teams are looking for an engage and to run the other team down in the bot lane. Game resuming in just a second. Should be. And there we go. We get to see
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
both
Minions
teams
have spawned.
walking to positions. Maokai being joined in by Vega. Ashe W hits both. But doesn't do much in the way of damage. Cloud to your starting sweeper. Might be down on early June. Will that pay off? Looking to take the wards off of bushes so he's able to get those engages better. There, have a ward in the mid bush once more, but he doesn't have the bush. Trade going on in the top lane. Slightly favorable Brookdale, but such is life with a Mordekaiser. He will simply get it all back as shield. Nick securing a push against you. And we actually get to see that Nick is on Mordecai, not Ambessa. Ambessa is trying this time around. And Nick is starting out with the board. Ambessa pathing down, both junglers pathing down, looking for that sweet, sweet gank on that bot lane. Oh, so volatile. Nick taking quite a bit of damage from the Camille. That's the craft. Gets some of the health back as shield. Close game, but will the minions finish her off? They do not. She lives. Unfortunate turn of events for Blinn. Good first blood for Brookdale. Nautilus landing the hook. Massive W hits the W from the Draven, but Volibear is here punish. Flash in from the Draven. But now they are caught. Draven doing quite a bit of damage on the Volibear. Will he be able to finish them? Looks like he will. In comes the Maokai. Knocks him away, but it looks like he's dead as well. Baker's here. Greedy to finish off the Draven. Draven gets away with murder in the bot lane. Starting off 3-0. A massive play for Blinn here. Draven buying the F sword, boots, and a long sword. Doing very off much better than
The only standard that matters.
the Ashe with only a tote. And Faker backing now. No one in the mid lane. Nautilus looking for some cheeky action in the mid lane. Doesn't he know Volibear's there? He is on vision. Red securing the Scuttle Crab. Draven a bit overextended here. As Dragon is spawning, looks like Data Blade might not be able to walk down. Looks like he will. Camille's walking down. Ward is not able to match. Not running forward. He will be out of this fight. The 5v4. Not looking great for Blinn. Gets hit by the Camille. Fatal Blade trying to run away. Cloudtears among the damage, trying to stop for going to the carries, but it looks like it won't be enough. 3 kills for 1 in favor of Brookdale. Not great for Blinn. They were not able to secure Dragon, however, so it is still up. Vader still farming up mid. Still not ahead in CS though. Nick taking quite a bit of damage from the Camille. Draven pushed up, knowing he's safe there with the Bessa. Alice, or Maokai, engaging on the Nautilus. Thor in the snow continues to push the wave in the tower, forcing the Brookdale bot lane to stay. And lose out on the XP goal. Cloudtears hit by the Vager cage, stunned. As the bot lane is now pushed the wave back, looking to join the fight, but it's too late. Blinn has already secured the Drake. Maokai 2 levels behind Poro in the snow. This is cute. Looks like Win bot lane. So, diving the Ashe, and it's successful. Yet another kill for this Draven. You cannot let a Draven get this fed early on. Blinn will now try and just snowball the game from here. securing void traps here as Raven tries to sneak something in using the ult. Cloud's in a bit of a pickle here. Gets hit by here comes the Ashe ult that we talked about earlier. And this is a tremendous amount of CC. Ashe ult into the Veigar wall. Not much you can do. Trying to get that vision into enemy jungle. But it looks like it backfired. Ambessa here now. Walking over to the Nautilus cliffs. Looking for something. Taking Scuttle Crab. Nautilus joining in, forcing the splash out of the Ashe. They push in with the Brookdale bot lane once more. Draven ult misses the Ashe. Will they look to dive this? Ambessa is here. It might be possible. She walks up. They do have vision. Nautilus taking care of that ward. In comes Fatal Blade. And the feast in the bot lane for Blinn. 2 kills. And maybe tower. Veigar pushing up mid now. Forcing Fatal Blade to recall. Not able to stay for that tower golden experience. Top lane. Nick taking a bit of damage. Camille taking power shot, but not too much damage. Cloud Pierce hiding behind the Ashe, getting the stun, ulting. He cleanses it. Nick is there to finish him off. And the kill secured for Blinn. Kills now 10-9 in favor of Blinn. 3k gold ahead. Blinn taking first dragon, but third kill with the void trap. Brookdale, starting dragon. Blinn surrounding them to contest. They aren't able to get there in time, but it looks like they're setting up a trap, forcing the Maokai to keep away the Nautilus. In comes the Nautilus and the Draven. Massive damage. Fatal Blade is forced to stay away. Nautilus ult hits 2. Mordekaiser finishing them off. Veigar still farming in the mid lane. Camille pushing up on tower. Fatal Blade runs up to match her. Ambessa flashing into the Veigar, doing massive damage, and he's dead. Massive pick off for Blinn. Ashe fires arrow on the Ambessa but misses. Volibear chasing now the Ambessa. Nick and Fatal Blade teaming up on Camille, but aren't able to get much done. Nautilus clearing wards in the river. Raven teasing the Maokai with the hits. The hits on tower. Play mind games. Lands the hit. Camille taking red buff and backing. Not a great start for Brookdale, but they are now even in objectives. One dragon each, and in fact they're ahead by the Void Grubs. Now they did lose a tower to Blinn, and it looks like they're getting pushed in. Nautilus looking to get a sneaky hook on the Vega. Misses, but Draven pushes the Vega away from the wave. Looking to back, Volibear in range. Backs away. Fatal Blade hiding in the bot Okay, taking vision. Camille comes out. Nick is low, flashes. Looks for a W, but isn't able to do enough damage. Ambessa looking to come in and clean up the fight. Ashold hits on Fatal Blade into the Maokai ult, and the CC isn't enough. Ambessa ulting their tower, doing a lot of damage, and it's enough to kill him, but it dies in the process. Giving the shutdown to Brookdale. Was it worth it? This. Or in the snow, caught in the fire. A lot of damage coming in. Ashe slows, coming in clutch for Brookdale. Again, it's CC after CC. Everyone is slowed. Everyone can't walk places because they're in danger of being stunned. Ashe buying Bandle Pipes first. Almost half the CS as Poro in the snow. Still, however, proving useful in that team fight. We see Ashe Al come out, giving vision into Blinn's jungle. We see Fatal Blade stalking. Nick taking top tower. Securing more gold for Blinn as they're now 4K ahead. Brookdale looking for a sneaky play, hiding in the bush. Will Blinn fall for it? They decide against the tactic. Nautilus forced to run away, looks away. Not really far enough. Massive CC on Cloud Tears as he's just forced to take damage. Not much he can do. Rest of Blinn walking in. Fatal Blade and Draven there. All the massive damage dealers. Mordekaiser looking to frontline. Maybe grab someone. Ambessa hold up. Gets the pick. Brookdale with the pick on the Draven. Blinn is now severely down on damage. You have a Fatal Blade. That's about it. And the Ambessa. Brookdale securing another dragon. They are now limiting how much gold they are falling behind. They look for the play on the Herald. They steal the Herald from Blinn, and Ambessa's forced to flash away. Will she get away? Camille jumps in and is able to kill her. A massive turnaround. This is what I was talking about last time with the objective bounties. With all the gold that's around the map now. Brookdale just went from 6k gold behind to 3k gold. Halved it in the span of maybe 2 minutes. And now it's 2k with the pick on the Nautilus. Once again, disrespecting the enemy team and going into their jungle. Camille pushing up on tower. Fatal Blade and Nick, or Fatal Blade and Bessa coming in to maybe contest. Ash gets a hit of Nick.
Blue team's turret
Backs
has
away
been destroyed.
on vision. Malkaio coming down mid, hitting the Draven. Bessa hits. Ash dead. You agony under a lot of fire. Draven's still alive, getting hit by the Volibear. Volibear running away. And it looks like he gets away. Only member of his team left. Not much he can do here. Blinn looking for something to take. Looks like they're going to take mid tower. Look at this part Baron now. They will have to hurry up as Brookdale has now spotted them and they have all respawned except Veigar. Without Draven there, they don't have the AD to take it as fast as they wish they could have. Fatal Blade in mid, gets stunned. Volibear taken up by Bessa. Secures the kill. Ash kiting the Nick, but Nick is able to grab, hits, and it's over for the Ash. Camille ult. Q Agony doing massive damage, killing both Nick and the Nautilus. Throw in the snow, looking for a pick on this Veigar. Walls him off. Game pretty much even on kills now, 22 to 21, favoring Blinn. Fatal Blade and Q Agony having a showdown in top lane with a teleport coming in from Nick. Not necessary, it looks like, as Fatal Blade is able to win the 1v1 against the Camille. Otto's looking for an engage, but failing to find anything. Ash W missed. Missed again. Both teams looking for a good engage. Q-Agony coming in with the ult. Gets the kill on Nautilus. Massive damage on Draven. Draven's dead. Q-Agony's still alive. Takes Nick doing massive damage to the whole team. Maokai's still alive. Finishes him off. Secures the kill on the Volibear. Q Agony stunned. Fatal Blade looking for the kill. Nick gets the kill. And only Ash is left, and there's not much she can do. In a blue ward now. Nick, although slowed, might have enough speed to catch up to her. Fatal Blade looked for the teleport, but teleported behind. Not expecting the Ash to go up. Blinn now looking for dragon. Might be looking for the dragon. Might go for the Baron. Brookdale. Q Agony coming up in 10 seconds. Whatever they do, they have to do it fast. Nautilus looks to be starting dragon. Mordekaiser backing. Both teams once again into the dragon pit. Both looking for a fight. Both looking for that pick. Mordekaiser coming out. Veigar gets the kill on Nick. Neil comes out. Blinn gets the dragon. Massive damage coming in from Q Agony and Volibear. Fisherman Jerry forced to take the 3v1, but it's a losing battle every time.
If life hasn't changed you, then you have failed.
Brookdale now looking to push mid and take as much as they can with this when Blinn is dead. Looks to be at least one tower as Nautilus coming in 1 second and Mordekaiser's back now. 5 until Draven and stealing Blinn's jungle here. Maokai placing wards before he goes as he backs now. Fatal going up to match the Ashe. Blinn congregating around Baron. Both teams seem to want it. Camille in the bot lane has her quest teleport up, ready to teleport into that fight if need be. Mordekaiser in bot jungle also has teleport, but walking there already. Fatal Blade hit by all the CC. Mordekaiser hitting the grab. Fisherman Jerry getting caught under tower. Slowed. Camille taking the bot lane. As Blinn is able to secure Baron. With Draven and Abessa here, should have enough damage to it. Nick going to match the Camille, not letting her take any more of their towers. As Ashe just pushes the top lane. Not much he can do. Almost 60 CS behind. And 2 items behind her counterpart. Ashe is simply not able to do enough damage to contest anything. Really. Fisherman Jerry flashing but getting caught in the Camille. Draven coming in for the kill. Camille baiting. Draven hit by the Ashe arrow. Nick coming in. Looks like he'll be able to intercept. The Volibear is coming. So is Maokai. Maokai ult coming out. Draven ult comes out. Misses. As Brookdale looks to be swarming in. Volibear now backing. Looks like they aren't looking for a fight. Top lane is pushed up against tower. As Blinn decides what to do. Both teams have 2 dragons each. Brookdale only 3k gold behind now. Skirmishes is going on in the mid and top and bot lane. As Camille pushes the top lane, no one's there to contest her. Blinn might be looking for Dragon.
Blue team's turret
Nautilus
has been
behind the
destroyed.
wall, smelling, looking for prey. Camille's matched by Bessa here. Massive damage by Camille. Under his killed under her own power. And Bessa dies. Nick there now to contest the Camille. The Sunder Sky damage, not enough. Or the Death Dance damage mitigation, not enough to save.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Dragon up now. Blinn looks to take it. Camille back at it again. Harassing Blinn, forcing Nick to go match. Both top laners have their teleport. Whoever wins might be able to win the fight. Brookdale coming in on the dragon pit. Blue team, Blinn gets the dragon as the Draven just pours in damage. 2 Agony joins in, dealing massive damage. Draven killing the Draven. Nautilus isn't able to keep up. Nick ulting 2 Agony, or Agony, and not able to kill. Too slippery. Two levels behind. Nick looks to contest, but not able to do much. And Bessa looking for for jungle to steal. Settle on the wave. Brookdale team coming in now from respawn. Ash now able to buy third item. Able to play the game a little bit more. New item can help her build. And greatly empower her after using her ult. With Vandal Pipes and this item, she looks to be going a very support ADC build. Cloud Tears looks for the hook. Misses. Nick walking up, gets slowed by the Ashe. As Cloud Tears looks to secure vision around enemy jungle. Blinn congregating on Baron. Maybe looking to end the game after this. Fight looks to be starting soon. Volibear walking in, but turning around and running. Realizes on vision. Wards. Puts a control ward down. Finds more of the burn wards. Nick, where's the fight carefully here. Veigar damage proves too much for the Draven as he falls to both Veigar and the Ashe slows. Blinn maybe walking up for this Camille, as she seems to not notice that she's quite overextended. Bessa ult misses, and Blinn backs under vision. Brookdale looking for Baron now. On vision. Able to secure Dragon before Blinn is able to react. gold lead has gone down to 2K for Blinn. This game is closer than ever, everybody. 37 to 36 kills in favor of Blinn. Next dragon will be soul for Blinn. This objective is massive. And will like, if gotten, more likely result in the win for Blinn. Brookdale can under no circumstances let Blinn get this dragon for free. We can foresee the Camille trying to split push to distract Blinn, or punish or look to end while Blinn fights for the dragon. We see this looks to be Fusion's style, as they have teleport up and they will be able to fight. They'll teleport up into the fight if needed, or if someone comes to contest her.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Camille once again split pushing, getting tower and inhibitor. And Nick comes to fight is too late. 2 levels up on Nick, doing massive damage. Using the Baron buff to her advantage. Nick ults, not able to do much damage on the Camille. Dragon secure for Brookdale, as both teams are now on the cusp of getting that dragon soul. Next dragon fight will be the fight to watch, as both teams give their best. Fatal Blade ults in to look for a pick on the Hugany, but isn't able to find it. Draven dies for it. Gets the kill. GA saves Hugany. Nautilus ult. Everyone is looking for this Camille. Camille finally falls to Nick. Gets hit with the grab. Massive shutdown. Gold going to Nick now, as he is now level 19 and is catching up to the Camille. Only 1 level behind now. Vega wandering around in enemy territory, looking for more farm, as Nick is pushing the bot lane up. He sneaks away. Nautilus clearing the wards that Brook just set up. Denying vision to our own jungle. Maokai doing the same on the other side of the board. As both teams have sent 3 people to the mid lane. This Ashe Veigar combo is quite deadly, as any Ashe hit will slow you and make you easier to hit by the Veigar. Ashe ult, all Brookdale ults up. Ashe arrow goes out, hits the Draven. Maokai ult comes out. Veigar gets the hit on the Draven, kills. Ambessa ults, not able to get the kill. Fatal Blade gets the Maokai, as Volibear's low health, but gets a shield. Ashe doing massive damage now, keeping Ambessa out of the fight. And as Nautilus falls, Nick taking massive damage, uses Sonya's, but dies. And that might be game, everybody. That looks to be game. Draven coming up in 20 seconds, but doesn't look to be enough. What a comeback for Brookdale. Like I said, with bounties up and with the changes made in Season 16, it is so easy to come back from a losing game this season. Thank you all so much for watching. There will be now 3 games. This is a best of 3 series, so it is 1-1. Next game will decide the winner. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in a few minutes. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is game 3 of Blinn versus Brookdale Varsity League. Starting off, Brookdale on blue side, banning Vlad again, looking to ban Aurora, and Blinn responding with a Seraphine and Zahin ban. Brookdale, will they target the mid laner again? And they do. That's 3 mid lane bans. And Blinn going with a Riven ban, hovering the Riven ban. Then they banned the Riven. Brookdale getting first pick now, choosing the Ari, taking that away from Fatal Blade. Blinn has to choose whether to respond to the mid lane pick or get the bot lane duo out early. Picking Jinx and responding with the mid lane Galio. So we got an Ari Galio pick. We have seen Fatal Blade's Galio this season, which last game was quite incredible. Brookdale going Braum now. Definitely, Braum has seen a lot of love this season with a lot of success in pro play. Kaisa also locked in for Brookdale. We have a Braum Kaisa game against the Jinx. I can assume Blinn will here pick their support. Going with an Enchanter looks like maybe a Lulu. Locking in Lulu. Now we've seen Jinx, very powerful ADC this season with all the crit buffs that season 16 brought. She did receive a nerf this patch with her armor scaling going down, I believe, or her armor scaling going down. But still very powerful with an enchanter support like Lulu, who can get her out of sticky situations with her R and enhance her damage. Brookdale having to pick who they're banning now, opting for a Wukong, Blinn with their Renekton. Now, what will they choose to ban? An Aatrox, targeting their top lane with the last two picks or the last two bans. Brookdale with the Jax ban. Blinn choosing their jungler now looks like with the Vi hovering and locking in Vi. We have seen Fisherman Jerry's Vi before. Very strong in skirmishes and in like 1v1 duels. Very strong jungle pick. Pantheon pick for Brookdale now. Probably, we'll see if this is a jungle or a top lane pick. And it looks like it's a jungle Pantheon with a Psy on top. Blinn now has to respond to the top pick. What will Nick choose against a Scion? We did see Nick's Scion last game, very effective against DuPage. What will he pick against it, though? Gwen, very good at shredding through Scion's health. Nick locking in Dr. Mundo. Last game we had a Dr. Mundo jungler, but we have not seen Nick on Dr. Mundo. Will this be his new main? We will see. We will see. Two giant health tanks in the top lane. Will we even see a death? We shall see. This this time's bot lane a lot less aggressive, with probably Brookdale looking for more engages with the Kaisa R and Braum Qs, and Braum R's. Blinn, Jinx always looking at scale here with the Jinx and the Lulu. Should be looking at massive damage in the late game or later mid game as well. As for the Galio, it has already proven deadly, and we'll see if Fatal Blade can work his magic once more. Once again, we shall be back in a few minutes while we wait for the spectator delay on the match. Thank you all for tuning in, and see you all in a few minutes. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Oh, looks like we once again have another technical issue. This time with a PC.
Welcome to
And
Summer's
we are
Rift.
back. Starting off the game,
Minions have spawned.
you have Scion joining in Pantheon with the Jungle Invade. Oh, no, I just went to place the ward. Looks like they got away with it. Vi now on Vision, showing to the enemy team where they're starting. Big thing to watch out for in spot lane is that wrong Q. That wrong Q hits at the wrong time and you might just be dead. Especially as Jinx with low health. And not much in the terms of getaway. Massive damage done by the Jinx rockets here. Calio dominating level 2 here. Diving under tower and gets the kill on the Ahri. Great start by Fatal Blade here. And bot lane a level ahead, looking to push that advantage. Pushing away the Kaisas. Now they match levels. Braum blocking that rocket. With the health advantage here. Looking to pressure under tower. Throwing the snow, doing quite a bit of damage with those rockets. Bunny Boy needs to keep his distance, as both are doing that. Both Lulu and Jinx do deceptively high damage. Nick loses some aura points here, as he does not have the corporate needles. Vi, looking maybe for a pick here in mid, or looking for a gank here mid maybe, but doesn't find anything. Gets the third crowd and goes back there. Farming. Bot lane recalling. Jinx able to get the scout slingshot and the blade. Not opting for boots here. Or not having enough. Up already. Sense yes on the Kaisa is looking pretty good for this Jinx. Both top lane was pretty even in CS, but Hugueny has a pretty wide health advantage. Nick getting it close. Taking quite a bit of damage before retreating on account. Fatal blow as well. Pretty low. Healing it back with the health pots. And he takes Dark Seal as well. Looking to farm these kills on the Ahri, and it looks like he does. He just takes what he wants. I guess Galio goes where he pleases. Bot lane pushing into Brookdale now. Both Pantheon and Scion coming down to the bot lane, looking to relieve some of that pressure that Blinn has been exerting upon Bunny Boy and maybe Works. That looks like they go just for drag here. Both teams looking to circle Draken. Galio stuck in the mid wave, but Vi finding the hit onto the Ahri, but not getting the kill. Gets charmed. Forced to flash away. Fatal Blade in the middle of action with the Lulu. Lulu not yet with the ult. Has no ult yet. Jinx forced to flash. Has no E. Looking for the passive stack, but it gets killed by Ahri. And the Vi gets stunned as well. A little bit of a health disadvantage against Nick. Hitting the Q. Pretty good advantage against this Scion. However, you always gotta watch out with the Scion passive, which lets him revive. A lot of damage. Galio here. Looking to disrespect the Ahri again. Ahri did get 2 kills in that last skirmish, so she's no longer as starved as before. And she has 6 stacks on her Dark Seal, as opposed to Galio's now none. Lost them all from dying in that Draken fight. Not the greatest fight for Blinn there. Blinn 2 kills behind and around 600 or 700 gold behind as well. Not much of an advantage or disadvantage, but will we see this grow or diminish? We've seen Brookdale come back from a lot worse, and if they're currently better, might prove to be tough for Blinn. Why? Coming down the bot lane. Looking for the dive on this Kaisa. He's alone as they see the Braum taking Void Grubs. Or in the snow getting the kill on the Kaisa here. The dive successful. Nick doing quite a bit of damage as he's a level up on this Dion. Having a nice chunk of health. Fatal Blade barely dodging that charm and doing quite a good trade. Ahri using the Spirit Rush to try and get a little bit more damage on that guy. Fisherman Jerry He's trying to steal that red buff and succeeds. Pantheon chasing, and the Ahri's there to finish him off. Not the best jungle steal we've seen. Hugany getting a little greedy there, but makes it well worth the health trade. Lulu hit by the Braum Q. Dragon. Next dragon spawning in just a bit. Both teams getting ready to test it. Brookdale getting vision on that buy. Alio getting the mid push. Looking to start heading to the dragon a little early. There are 3 Brooklyn players on him, however, and he's forced to dash away. He stands there, aura forms for a second, then goes back to playing the game. A level up on this Ahri, she has to be careful. Now equal level. Sion hits the ult down mid lane, trying to get to the fight before Mundo can react. Mundo did take teleport, so he will be able to teleport to this fight if he needs it. Blinn decide to give this dragon to as Sion teleports back in the top lane. As Blinn's Mundo recall. Now a fight here in the bot lane. Ult from Lulu. Jinx trying to get that passive to start, but isn't able to. Rompu coming in clutch. Forces the Lulu flash. As both bot laners for Brookdale are left on the smallest sliver of health. Nick looking for a trade here as he has a level up on Hugany. Pantheon showing on vision, looking for the Sion, or looking for. I don't remember. Nick is 2 levels above Hugany, doing quite a bit of damage on this Sion. Able to take this trade and walk away from it very happy. Here we see Galio, Fatal Blade, behind CS, only 5 behind. I believe this is the first time you see the past 2 games we've seen this. Thor in the snow, however, still maintaining a 20 CS lead. As both bot lanes already have the first time. Pantheon ulting in onto the bot lane. Not much Lulu or Pour in the Snow can do about this. Vi coming in, looking for that Kaisa. Gets the Kaisa, and now was looking for more. Getting a little greedy here. Takes the Braum Q. Misses the Braum. Taking tower damage now. Lulu does not have ult, so you must be careful. Nick looking for a trade here. Both even in levels now. And he is quite low. Already doing quite a bit of damage on this tower now. As Galio was forced back. Hugany hiding in the bush. Nick must be careful. Nick gets a little lucky there as he's just out of range of the Q. Nick on Sion. Sion ult hits and Qs, and this might be it for Nick. Ari's in here. Too much damage for him to sustain. Nick ults and gets away. Sion on the brink of death. Sion dies. He has to be careful with the passive. Nick has to be careful. And he's not able to get close. Sion simply dies. Ari's still chasing, but she's got to be careful. Nick is 2 levels ahead of her. And this is a Mundo we are talking about. He will not go down easy. Mundo back. Ari as well. Thinks you're getting quite a bit of poke damage onto the Brookdale bot lane. Still 30 CS ahead. So, even though Pouring the Snow is a bit behind on kills, he's maintaining that gap closer than it is. Massive gank here by the Galio. He does get stunned. Jinx passive gets 2 stacks here, and he's able to do a lot of damage and kill both Brookdale bot laners. Vi in here for a second gank in the bot lane. Finishing off that Pantheon. And now stealing his drugs. Nick, 2 levels above Hugany, chunking quite a bit of health. Both teams now are surrounding Dragon Pit. As the dragon has already spawned. Pouring the Snow caught out in the mid lane. Galio ulting in. Ari 1 health. Pouring the Snow falls. Galio gets stunned. Mundo teleports in. Moving doing massive damage. All a lot of damage. Doing her best to keep her team alive and continue healthy. And now Pantheon taking too much damage to continue and forced to run away. Polymorph. Mundo going where he pleases, chasing under tower. Cloud Tears gets the kill. Gigantifies Mundo. Vi dies from tower shot as both Nick and Cloud Tears are forced to fight Hugany. Cloud Tears forces the Q off using the Polymorph, and they continue fighting. Ari's here now. They must be careful. She does have Spirit Rush. No, she does not. She does not have Spirit Rush. So they are a little bit more safe. Jinx misses R on the Sion. And looks like Brookdale gets the 3rd dragon. This is not looking good for Blinn. As their next dragon, they will need to contest that dragon. Otherwise, Brookdale gets the soul.
My shield is healed.
Your team's turret has been destroyed. Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Lulu walking up top border, looking toward Riftfield. As Vi may be looking to take it. Goose and Vi all taking the Riftfield. Fatal Blade, here with an engage on Hugany, who's a level up. Taking a risky engage. Pantheon coming in. Blinn gets the Herald, and they're here to help Fatal Blade, but they're a little too late. Jinx Trap hits. Fisher and Jerry ruling with the Ari and winning. This is Nick showing what Mundo can do, showing what Mundo's about, just running a 2v1 down their lane like it's nothing. Rift Herald spawn top, hitting tower. Ari in the top lane now. 3v3. Lulu will use on the buy. Jinx W goes off. Jinx in an awkward position here. Gets hit by a max Scion Q. And both bot laners, Blinn bot laners, are killed in the top lane. Nick, once again, going where you please. As Fatal Blade takes the last bit of the mid tower that was left. Mundo now basing. We have seen a very different performance from Brookdale this game than we saw in the last two. They are much more focused and are taking much more objectives than they were last time. First game they were way behind. Last game they were even, and now they're 3 dragons up on Blinn. Still, however, Blinn is up 2k gold. And they need to watch out for that, otherwise they will think themselves deceptively stronger than they actually are. Gold matters more than kills, because at the end of the day, that's what gets you items. Doing a bit of cleaning in the top jungle. They spot Braum here. They might look for a pick. Hitting the polymorph off. Nick hitting the slow. And Jinx hits the passive. They might look for something more here on this Scion. But the Mundo Q gets interrupted by a minion. Jinx W goes off. A lot of damage on this Scion. As Jinx gets another stack, doing massive damage and destroying the turret. Ari now joining them as Brookdale groups up top, but it's too late. Blinn has already dealt their damage and they are backing off. Baron is up. They might go for it. They are going for it. Vice and Jinx and Lulu starting the Baron as Galio holds mid and Nick distracts and holds off the Jinx playing it safe. She has to be careful here. Braum are easy gold. Jinx stacking the passive. It might be over for them. Doing a lot of damage. Triple kill by Poro in the snow. Nick completely ignoring the Scion ult because of the Mundo passive. He does not care. He shrugged that one off. Blinn unable to take the Baron, but they leave satisfied and their bellies filled with a few kills in the jungle. Brookdale's wave is pushing into Blinn Tower now, and someone has to go collect that in the bottom. Fatal Blade with a showing off to the world by killing Kaisa in her own jungle. Why? Go for risky still going over the wall. Charging up. And Blinn secures the dragon, stopping Brookdale from getting that much needed soul. Blinn now 7,000 gold ahead. This is exactly what I said Brookdale needed to watch out for. Even though they were behind, that was not enough for a lead to make the game win. Kaisa ulting in, doing quite a bit of damage. Mundo getting stunned, ulting, getting the Lulu ult as well. Jinx getting the passive, doing a lot of damage on the Ari, getting the second stack, getting the third stack, ulting, and gets the triple kill, and getting killed by tower, giving the kill to Sana. as I was saying, you cannot give Blinn the gold advantage, as they take it and take everything from it. Doesn't matter that you have 3 dragons and they have 1. Doesn't matter that you have void grips and they don't. You are almost 10,000 gold behind now. And the items, and you have to respect that Blinn has the items to fight you. Brookdale here has to hold out. Look for a few picks. Look for the shutdowns on this Jinx, on the Lulu, on the Vi, and especially on the Mundo with a 700 gold bounty to reclaim that gold advantage. And they need to make sure they stay alive to fight either for this dragon or for the next dragon. Because last thing you want is for Blinn to get soul as well. You have the dragon advantage. Use it. You have to threaten to take it. Galio still behind on CS. Very surprising to see Beta Blade behind on CS. Both teams walking in here onto the Baron. No pick secured, but looks like they aren't being tested right now. Starting Baron, but Pantheon, Kaisa, and Brahma walking in, as well as Sion coming from the top. We're getting pincered here. Stuck under the Baron. They might be in a little trouble. Nick getting the pick on the Kaisa, limiting their damage a lot. Lulu ult on the Mundo. Nick doing massive damage. Sion polymorphed and is able to get nothing out of his passive. Blinn looking to end the game here off of this ace. They have 20 seconds to do as much damage as possible. And even then, in 10 seconds, Kaisa respawns, and she has to play very carefully. Because she cannot take... Yeah, there's nothing you can do. Never mind. It's a Mundo. And, as always, showing a little bit of disrespect here at the end. Walking in an enemy spawn. Blinn secure a hard-earned 2-1 victory against Brookdale Community College. Thank you all so much for watching. It's been Bomba. It's been a pleasure to cast for you, and I will see you all in the next game. Bye-bye.
And 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Strike from above.
Escort the payload.
Nice work, team. Keep it moving. Someone snap that payload!
Now you see.
This will end them.
We're on our way.
Prestige construction. Take greater numbers than we.
I'm on fire!
Out of my way. Divine perfection. What a charming accessory.
The payload
Behind me now. Light into being. Minimum Victor! Make way, keep your distance.
pointless. Don't let that payload move any farther.
Shaping our defense. Mini Mustafic Jallo! Absolutely glorious. Keep your distance. Cooling down. Well done, charge.
60 seconds.
I enhanced the payload. Creation. Out of my way. A vision of perfection.
Enemy spotted.
Crystalline perfection.
Moving the payload. Let's keep it going.
Crossing the barrier. I got you.
Manifesting.
Disrupting.
Are we moving the
Favorite part.
Heyo!
This will end them.
60 seconds remaining.
Join the night into being. Light into being.
30 seconds remaining.
This is our last attack. Give it everything.
This ends now.
Triple two. 10 seconds.
Concussive out. Touch me. Keep your distance. Clear out. Where's my thank? The payload is in my double. Mini Mustafic Jallo! This will end them. Go on. Admire me.
Team kill. Round 1. Complete. Score 0 to 3. Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle.
Carol, Carol.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack.
Such impeccable taste.
Rather efficient, aren't I? Well, hello. Namaskar. Sasriyakal. Salutations.
When's the payload stop? Let's get
Get a move on! Hey there!
Sharper than words.
I am advancing the payload.
Justice reigns from above. Minimum of
60 seconds.
Divine
perfection.
Let's get some.
30 seconds remaining.
Mind the charm.
almost there! Give us the defense!
Light into being. Pristine construction.
10 seconds.
They're almost out of sight. Hold on and be weak.
It's minimum galore.
Everything you got.
Victory. Play of the game.